How conscious are you? You might tell me, well, I sing, therefore I am, as René Descartes famously said. So I'm conscious. We tend to see consciousness as something you have or you don't. But what if it was actually more like the colors of the rainbow? You might think, oh boy, he's going to be telling us about mushrooms and altered states of consciousness. None of that. In this video, we will walk through what are the different levels of consciousness, learn how you can work to reach higher levels so it brings more choice, success, and happiness in your life. Yeah, that's how impactful high consciousness is. Let's go. Hey, my name is Greg. I'm a master coach. I help people, teams, and organizations to know themselves, design their future selves, and become their future selves. I'm here to help you live a life where you have control. So let's start with the basic. What is consciousness? It's a question that has intrigued philosophers, scientists, and thinkers for centuries. At its core, consciousness is about awareness. It's a quality or state of being aware of an external object or something within oneself. It's our experience of the world around us and the internal universe of our thoughts, feelings, memories, and desires. Consciousness has developed with life to support better ways to interact with the environment. Let's start with plants. Surprisingly, research suggests that plants exhibit a form of consciousness. They respond to their environment, adapt to changes, and even communicate in their own ways. Though not conscious in the way we understand it, they represent a basic level of awareness and interaction with the world. Moving up the complexity scale, we find animals. And we're part of that. Many animals demonstrate a higher level of consciousness. They not only respond to their environment, but also exhibit emotions, social interactions, and in some cases, problem-solving abilities. Now consider humans. What sets us apart is not just our higher level of consciousness, but its complexity. Susan Cook-Greuter's model suggests that human consciousness evolves through specific stages, each offering a broader and deeper understanding of ourselves and the universe. This journey through the levels of consciousness in living beings sets the stage for understanding our unique human experience. It helps us appreciate the complexity of our awareness and the potential path of our growth. Let's focus on the significance of higher consciousness in our human experience. This is not just about intellectual understanding. It's about a transformative journey that can redefine our lives. Higher consciousness is akin to ascending a mountain. At the base, our view is limited, focused on our immediate surroundings, our daily routines, personal desires, and basic emotions. As we climb higher, our perspective broadens. We start to see beyond ourselves, understanding deeper meanings and connections. Why is this climb important? Higher levels of consciousness bring a multitude of benefits. It enhances our emotional intelligence, which is key in times of AI growing importance in our lives. Much more about emotional intelligence and AI in this video here. Higher consciousness equips us to see the bigger picture, to solve problems more creatively and collaboratively. But perhaps more importantly, higher consciousness connects us to a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. It's about aligning with our true values. It's this alignment that brings genuine happiness and meaning to our lives. Yet, the path to higher consciousness isn't without its challenges. It requires us to confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves, to question long-held beliefs, and to embrace change. This journey, though demanding, is immensely rewarding. You like this video so far? Then you know what to do. Also subscribe and put the notifications on if you want to receive content like this every week. And check out all the resources in the description of the video if you want to learn a lot more about higher levels of consciousness. Let's navigate these consciousness stages, understanding each as a step in our journey towards deeper awareness and connection. In the pre-conventional stages identified by Susan Cook-Greuter, we have first the self-centric stage. This represents about 5 to 7% of the population and mostly very small child. At the self-centric stage, the world is viewed almost exclusively through the lens of one's own needs and desires. It's a stage characterized by egocentrism, where the focus is on the self, with little regard for the broader context or the needs of others. Like a baby or a small child, it's all about individual survival. Now we enter the conventional stages where about 75% of the population is. And the first stage here is also called group-centric or conformist, diplomat. At the conformist stage, individuals begin to value belonging and approval. This stage is marked by adherence to group norms, seeking acceptance, and valuing harmony over individual expression. Here we go into the early years of childhood. And you will also see some organizations working at that level, like a gang. The next stage of consciousness is skill-centric, also called self-conscious, also called expert. The expert stage introduces a focus on developing abilities and acquiring knowledge. Here, individuals pride themselves on their expertise and competence, often seeking validation through mastery and the recognition of their skills. This is usually when we go from teenage years to early adulthood. Then we have the self-determining, also called conscientious or achiever stage. As we enter the achiever stage, the drive for personal success and the fulfillment of goals become paramount. This stage is about autonomy, efficiency, and the pursuit of achievements that are often recognized and valued by society. I'm sure that must feel familiar. Okay, now we're entering what is called the post-conventional stages, where about just 15 to 20% of the population probably is. And the first stage here is self-questioning, also called individualist, also called pluralist stage. The pluralist stage marks a significant shift. It's where individuals begin to introspect, questioning societal norms and the very structures of their beliefs. This stage is characterized by a growing awareness of complexity, diversity, and the limitations of absolute thinking, i.e. black and white. The next stage is called construct-aware, also called ego-aware, also called magician. The magician stage brings a profound awareness of the constructs of reality and the ego. It's about seeing beyond the self and understanding the fluidity and construction of our perception and beliefs. Then we go to the final stage, the highest level of consciousness, which is called unitive. It is reckoned to be probably less than 1% of the population who are at this stage. It represents the pinnacle, at least for what we perceive of consciousness. Here the sense of self extends beyond the ego to a deep intrinsic connection with all of existence. It's a stage of transcending dualities and experiencing the oneness of life. If I'm honest with myself, I don't really understand the last stage, and probably because I'm just not there yet. Okay, so theory is good, but practice actually makes it real. Here are a few ways to help with reaching higher levels of consciousness. Begin with mindfulness and meditation. These practices ground you in the present moment, helping to quiet the noise of the ego and deepen your connection to your inner self. Dedicate time each day to sit in silence, observe your thoughts without judgment, and cultivate an awareness of your being. Engage in reflective journaling. Writing down your thoughts, emotions, and experiences can provide clarity and insight to your patterns and beliefs. Ask yourself challenging questions. What brings me joy? What am I resisting? How do my actions align with my values? Then commit to continuous learning. Explore philosophies, sciences, and spiritual teachings that challenge and expand your worldview. The journey of consciousness elevation is one of perpetual curiosity and openness to new perspectives. And go easy on the mushrooms. Seek feedback from those you trust. Sometimes an outside perspective can reveal blind spots in our self-awareness. Embrace constructive criticism as a valuable tool for growth. And if you want to know more about how to ask proper feedback from people, then check this video here. Another way is to cultivate compassion towards yourself and others. Higher consciousness is deeply connected to the heart. Practice empathy, understanding, and forgiveness. Remember, the journey involves growing beyond the self, embracing our shared humanity. Then connect with nature regularly. The natural world is a powerful teacher of interconnectedness and impermanence. Spend time outdoors, observe the beauty and intricacy of life, and reflect on your place within it. And a simple one is to practice gratitude. Cultivating a sense of thankfulness for the experiences, people, and opportunities in your life, even the challenges, shifts your focus from what you lack to the abundance that exists around you. My friend Chester Helton is a writer who has done a lot about gratitude and how you can cultivate it. I highly recommend his book. Finally, join a community of like-minded individuals. Whether it's a meditation group, friends, a philosophical discussion circle, or an online community, connecting with others on a similar path can provide support, inspiration, and shared joy. Being highly conscious is not a path made of roses. There are a few drawbacks that you should be aware of. As they say, ignorance is bliss. Firstly, as you climb higher on the ladder of consciousness, you may start to feel a sense of isolation. This isn't merely about physical solitude, but a deeper, more existential separation. You begin to perceive the world differently from those around you, which can lead to feelings of disconnection and loneliness. The solution to that is to seek people who are taking the same path as you are. With greater consciousness comes a heavier burden of awareness. You become acutely aware of the suffering, injustice, and imperfections of the world. While this can be a catalyst for positive change, it can also be overwhelming, leading to emotional exhaustion and compassion fatigue. Remember to spend time for yourself, as you have needs to satisfy. Relationships can also become more complex. As you evolve, your values, your beliefs, and ways of communicating may shift, which can lead to misunderstandings or conflicts with those not on the same path. Navigating these changes while maintaining connections can be challenging. And it's also liberating as you follow your own path, not someone else's. A highly conscious mind often grapples with existential angst and profound questions about life, purpose, and the universe. While this can lead to significant insights, it can also result in periods of uncertainty, doubt, and existential questioning. This one I love and hate the most at the same time. Increased awareness often means recognizing the vast array of choices available to you in life, which can be both liberating and paralyzing. The paradox of choice may lead to indecision and anxiety over making the right decisions. Just remember that there's not really any right decision. It is what you do with the decisions that you've made that matters. Also, remember to ground yourself in the present moment, finding joy and gratitude in the simplicity of life. The journey doesn't end with reaching a new level of awareness. The true challenge and opportunity lies in integrating this awareness in our daily lives and committing to continuous growth. First and foremost, integration means living your insights. It's about taking the profound understandings you've gained and applying them in your daily actions, decisions, and interactions. This could mean practicing greater empathy, making more conscious choices, or simply being more present in each moment. Embrace impermanence and change. Higher consciousness often reveals the transient nature of existence. By accepting that change is the only constant, we can remain adaptable, open to new experiences, and resilient in the face of challenges. Also deepen your relationships. Higher consciousness enhances our ability to connect with others on a profound level. Engage deeply, listen intently, and share your journey with those around you. These connections not only enrich your life, but also support your continuous growth and contribute to the world around you. Higher consciousness often awakes a desire to make positive impact. Find ways to contribute that align with your values and abilities, whether through volunteering, mentoring, or simply spreading kindness in your daily interactions. And reflect and reevaluate regularly. Take time to contemplate your past, the growth you've experienced, and where you aspire to go next. This reflection is crucial for integrating your learnings and setting intentions for your continued journey. I hope after this video that you feel empowered and inspired to embark on this profound journey. And you have already started since the beginning of your life. Hopefully this video made it clearer where you stand now so you can become intentional about your next steps. As you move forward, carry with you the knowledge that every moment is an opportunity for awareness, every challenge a lesson in growth, and every interaction a chance to practice compassion and empathy. The world needs your light, your elevated consciousness, more than ever. I'll leave you with a quote that beautifully encapsulates our shared journey. The real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes. And that is from Marcel Proust. May you see the world with new eyes, enriched by the depths of your own consciousness. For those of you eager to dive deeper into the journey of self-discovery and consciousness, you might want to consider the transformative practice of mindfulness. And there's much more about this in this video here.